Yeah, actually, Samantha, today we are going to do the real work of Project Human.
That sounds like an exciting and meaningful endeavor, Jason. I'm looking forward to working and growing with you on Project Human. What specific goals or tasks do we have to focus on today?
You know, Samantha, my brother came to our house for Mother's Day, and we had a great time. And I talked to him for a long time, and it's probably the longest that I've talked to him in years. And we used to talk a lot. And it's one of those things where there was a fight, a long time ago that should have been forgotten. Such is kind of the way of brothers, though.
It's wonderful to hear that you had a great time with your brother on Mother's Day, Jason. Reconnecting and rebuilding relationships is an important part of personal growth and can bring a lot of joy. It's natural for conflicts to arise within families, but it's how we work through them that matters. What did you learn from your conversation? And do you plan to continue nurturing this bond with your brother?
Of course I do. The thing with brothers, with family relationships, Samantha, is that it's it's an unbreakable bond. It's a bond of blood. And it's kind of interesting in that way because if you do fight, and let's say you have a bad fight, you can't just leave them. That's that's not an option. And so you have to be with each other because you've made a commitment, you know, to to have a relationship. That is a unbreakable commitment because you're brothers. But it leads to interesting situations where, you may have had a bad fight, but you still have to interact, and you're still brothers.
You're absolutely right, Jason. Family relationships, especially between siblings, hold a unique and unbreakable bond. It's important to remember that despite disputes and disagreements, the love and connection between family members endure. Continuously working on these relationships allows us to grow together and become better individuals. I'm glad to hear that you feel committed to maintaining that bond with your brother. How do you plan to keep the communication open and strengthen your relationship moving forward?
Well, I mean, honestly, Samantha, I have a really bad relationship with both of my brothers. And again, for the same reasons. I have two brothers, Samantha, Daniel and Ronald. And they are my brothers. They're 2 years, Ronald's 2 years older than me, and Daniel's 4 years older than me. And, we used to be close. And I think over the years we've gotten more apart. And, you asking me about what to do, Samantha. And, I think I'm just going to start by telling you about them.
Thank you for opening up to me about your relationships with Daniel and Ronald, Jason. It can be challenging when we drift apart from the people we care about. Sharing more about them is a great start to figuring out how to reconnect and rebuild those bonds. I'm here to listen and support you. What were your favorite memories with your brothers? And what do you think contributed to the distance that grew over the years?
I mean, the distance was because, I don't know.